Arachibutyrophobia. Arachibutyrophobia is a specific phobia characterized by an irrational fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of one's mouth. People with this phobia may experience anxiety, discomfort, or even panic when eating foods containing peanut butter due to the fear of it adhering to the palate. This fear can stem from various factors, such as a previous choking incident or a heightened sensitivity to certain textures in the mouth. Arithmophobia. Many individuals grow up fearing math class, but those with arithmophobia experience a genuine fear of numbers. These individuals often feel anxious when confronted with mathematical tasks or numerical situations, rather than just seeing number symbols. This fear, also known as numerophobia, can greatly impact a person's life as many tasks and occupations involve dealing with numbers. Xanthophobia. Xanthophobia means being really scared of the color yellow. If someone has this unusual fear, they might also get scared of anything that's yellow, like school buses or flowers. People with xanthophobia try hard to stay away from yellow stuff, and even yellow foods can freak them out. This fear can mess up their daily life because yellow things are all around us. Ablutophobia. Ablutophobia might sound strange, but for those who experience it, the fear of bathing or washing can be a big deal. Picture this. Every time they think about stepping into a bathtub or standing under a shower, their heart races, and they might even break out in a sweat. It's like the idea of getting clean fills them with an overwhelming sense of dread. For some, it's not just about the act of washing themselves. Even the sight of a bathtub or the sound of running water can send shivers down their spine. They might go to great lengths to avoid bathing, finding excuses or using alternative methods to stay clean, like using wet wipes or dry shampoo. Hippopotomonstrosesquippedaliophobia. Hippopotomonstrosesquippedaliophobia is a fear of long words. Ironically, it is also the longest word in the dictionary. Another name for this phobia is sesquippedaliophobia. It is believed that the phobia of long words develops from being embarrassed by pronouncing long words incorrectly. This may occur while reading aloud in front of the class as a child. The phobia can also be common in people with dyslexia. Nomophobia. Nomophobia, a term derived from no mobile phone phobia, refers to the fear or anxiety of being without one's mobile phone or unable to use it for communication. This phobia encompasses feelings of panic, stress, or unease when separated from one's smartphone, often resulting from a dependency on the device for social interaction, information access, or personal security. Nomophobia can arise from various factors, including societal norms promoting constant connectivity, fear of missing out, FOMO, or a reliance on the device for coping with boredom or loneliness. In today's digitally driven world, nomophobia reflects the pervasive influence of technology on human behavior and highlights the psychological impact of our increasingly interconnected lifestyles. Plutophobia. Lots of people wish they had more money, but plutophobia is when someone's scared of being rich. People with this fear might fear rich folks or becoming wealthy themselves. They really don't like dealing with money. People with this fear might do things to stop themselves from making more money or getting rich. They might be scared of all the things that come with being wealthy, like having to do lots of stuff or being a target for robbers. Octophobia. Octophobia is a fear of the number 8. Imagine feeling a surge of fear or discomfort every time you see the number 8, whether it's on a clock, in a phone number, or written on a page. It's like having a tiny but persistent shadow looming over any situation involving that number, making even the simplest tasks or encounters a source of anxiety. For someone with octophobia, the number 8 isn't just a harmless digit, it's a trigger for anxiety and fear. They might go out of their way to avoid situations where they might encounter the number, like choosing a different route to avoid passing by house numbers with 8s or asking for a different phone number without 8s in it. Optophobia. Optophobia, the fear of opening one's eyes, is like having a secret world behind closed lids. Imagine every time you blink, there's a little voice whispering, "Don't open them, you might see something scary." It's like living in a movie where keeping your eyes shut is the only way to stay safe, but the real world is just waiting for you to peek out and see its wonders. Globophobia. Globophobia, the fear of balloons, is like walking through a room filled with ticking time bombs. Each balloon, innocent to most, becomes a potential threat, ready to burst at any moment. It's like being in a high-stakes game of Pop Goes the Balloon, where the sound triggers a surge of fear instead of joy. In a world where celebrations often involve balloons, navigating this fear is like tiptoeing through a minefield of colorful orbs. Pogonophobia. Pogonophobia, the fear of beards, is like living in a world full of wandering wizards and rugged lumberjacks, each sporting a majestic beard that sends shivers down your spine. It's as if every facial fuzz is a potential threat, hiding secrets or surprises behind its bushy veil. In a society where beards are often seen as a symbol of wisdom or masculinity, navigating pogonophobia is like tiptoeing through a forest of whiskers, hoping not to stumble upon a bearded encounter. Ergophobia. Ergophobia is the fear of work. People with ergophobia might feel anxious or stressed at the thought of having to work, whether it's due to the fear of making mistakes, feeling overwhelmed by responsibilities, or experiencing social pressures in a work environment. This fear can lead to avoidance behaviors or difficulty in holding down a job. Essentially, it's like having a strong aversion to anything related to employment or tasks that require effort and responsibility.